Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Dead Malls, your one home for the coziest little abandoned mall tours and everything history related. In tonight's episode, we're gonna dive right in here with no drive around and no outside footage. Me and abandoned Houston explore the never before seen on YouTube Spring Deauville Fashion Mall, the Dixie Square of Houston, Texas. This mall has been sitting abandoned here like this for over 30 years, and unlike Northwest in the last episode, a lot of people in the city might not even know of Deauville Mall's existence. This mall had such a brief but fascinating story, and we'll get into it soon, but first, how did we actually get in here? Well, it actually ended up being a lot more chill than we thought, and we got to walk through here completely legitimately. Let's just say if you can ask the right people for permission on the right day, at the right time, it can all line up perfectly. Before we get started, I'd like to shout out our winner, who was able to successfully guess the next mall. Very nice job slacking packing. If you would like to have your chance of being shouted out into the next episode, stick around for the next challenge. So through a weird back door that was blocked off by a big 2x4, we found a back entrance into the very slowly decaying Deauville Fashion Mall, Houston's very first abandoned mall, documenting it for the first time on YouTube. See it for yourself, as we did on a warm October afternoon in 2025. Like the mall offices were down here? Wow, yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, that's a restaurant. This one's got the lights on. Oh my god, it looks creepy as hell in here. Now before we get started here, I just had to throw a major shout out towards Abandoned Houston, or Sesbokari, for getting me in here. Seeing and getting to walk around in a mall that's been closed for over 3 decades was a very wild experience. So I might not throw in as much music throughout tonight's video, and that's just because I wanted to let you guys get a feel for what this place was really like. Because, I mean, seriously, seeing all of these old storefronts that probably closed in the late 80s, early 90s, if even that, if they were even occupied at all, was just an otherworldly experience. And, oh my gosh, look at this. Tears of joy. Big time shout out to man, Houston for getting me into this mall. This is so cool. Check this out. The gold and diamond store. Still got all of them. W, workers of the shop. I'll put try to squeeze through here. I'll put their card up on the screen, but shout out to these guys for letting us into the mall. Big W. the stores on that side are just walled off. Jeez. Yeah, I think you're right, they are. Oh, they're still in like great condition. Replacement tiles. Wow. Yeah, he's sitting there, he's looking right at me. Was that the same car though? I thought he was driving a white car. Wasn't he driving a white car?
Was he driving?
Yeah, because it had the white blinky lights on top. Alright, let's go down that way.
Oh yeah, it's a car. It's actually a blue car.
Yeah. This is absolutely crazy. Look at literally every store on this side is just walled off. Just like wooden walls. Whoa. That is cool. I feel like everything is mirrored. The story of Deauville Spring begins more than 40 years ago, as the mall was developed by the Deauville Corporation, a real estate and retail company that decided to venture its own way into the shopping mall business. In the early 1980s, they made a dramatic entrance with 4 nearly identical projects, all bearing the exact same name, Deauville Fashion Mall. The only thing distinguishing each of these malls was its location. Between 1983 and 1984, 3 malls with the exact same aesthetic and design were constructed simultaneously across the Houston area. One in Spring, one in Webster, and one in Stafford. A 4th mall was also built in Kingwood in 1985, but it never opened for business and was eventually converted into a hospital. Deauville Mall in Spring celebrated its grand opening on Thursday, September 6, 1984, with a 3-day event featuring games and prizes hosted by Houston icon Monty Hall. The stores that opened with the mall or shortly thereafter included Designer Depot, Houseworks, Siegel's Fashions, Goscini Shoes, Puttin' on the Dog, Munchieville, Tots Shop, Solitaire Jewelry, Vitamin World, The Waterbed Mart, Scoto's Pizza, and LB Shoes, among others. Remarkably, the mall has always retained the exact same appearance since the day it opened. During the grand opening festivities, performers from the nearby and now defunct Astroworld, along with the cast of Hanna-Barbera characters, strolled the corridors, greeting children and adding to the excitement. In my searches, I was only able to scavenge up one old photo of the mall. This breathtaking aerial showing the complex thriving during its very first Christmas season. Better times indeed. However, it's important to remember that this very brief period of success was just that. Very brief. Now let's take a moment to explore the mall's original food court. Neon still hung in a lot of these old stalls, and a fantastic neon mural of the Houston skyline overhead. Oh, what I would give to see this all turned on again. I bet this was the coolest display back in the day. We even found an old smashed up garbage can from the late 80s, early 90s, full of relics from a bygone era, and what I believe to be an old arcade at one point in the back right corner. It is like retro as hell. I got that orange light coming in. Holy smokes. Was this like an old garbage can that got smashed? Look at look at the stuff in here.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's all vintage. Oh my god.
That's cool.
Old school Pepsi Diet Cups.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, they're all over. There's so many Pepsi cups. This McDonald's cup, though, is
Ancient.
ancient.
That's probably what this storefront was. Like a super retro McDonald's facade.
I could see it. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, with the... Actually, yeah, you're right. With that other enclosed area.
Yeah, like there were two merged rooms.
Terrible.
Bro, these iPhone lights ain't doing us wonders.
No, definitely not.
The roof is falling apart.
That's just like a back hallway of the food court.
Interesting. That's where the naked man would be running around. He'd be back in those corridors.
Definitely.
You gotta watch out. Heed the signs. Heed the warnings.
Around that corner, where it looks like just a hoarder's nest,
Uh-huh.
they've got like a bunch of Halloween and Christmas stuff.
Oh, cool. Mickey's Hamburgers. Mickey's Hamburgers. You got traps and you're trying to catch the animals. I guess they must have a problem. That's cool. They had all the perfect Halloween decorations. Skull, rusty box of tools. Perfect Halloween setting. Hot dog.
Now, the reason why the skylights, and not just in the food court, but in the whole mall, are giving off that orangish hue, it's quite literally because of the mall's age. It's been sitting abandoned here for so long that they've literally yellowed away to the point that burnt hues fill the structure.
Let's see if we can find any old photos online of those neons when they were all still intact. Oh, look at the waterbed marks closed. It's a shame.
Just months after the mall opened, Deauville constructed a brand new front-facing strip center immediately north of the main complex. The development featured big box and large-scale retailers, most notably Builder Square. On the north side of this strip center, a brand new 10-screen Lois Theaters was built and officially opened on December 7th, 1984. Despite this early expansion, Deauville's momentum was short-lived. Only a year after Spring Deauville opened, the Deauville Corporation began facing serious financial troubles. Plans for Kingwood's Mall were canceled, and all of Deauville's malls were increasingly affected by lawsuits related to Texas blue laws, which fined stores for operating on weekends. Deauville largely ignored these legal challenges, and in 1985, the blue laws, widely viewed as outdated, were repealed, allowing malls all across the city to open on weekends. Ironically, this repeal undercut Deauville's original advantage. Following the change, the mall struggled to retain tenants. Between 1985 and 1986 alone, occupancy fell from 80% to just 50%. The decline only accelerated as stores continued to leave, culminating to Deauville filing for bankruptcy and all 3 Deauville malls being foreclosed on in 1987.
Every single storefront is like retro with all the tiles and everything. It's so cool. It really makes me wonder what everything was. This mall is an enigma. Yeah, I definitely got power still going in here. Something discounted. Somebody's camp. Now, this is where we had to be really careful, because while we were in here legally and allowed to be here, we still didn't want to be caught by the active construction workers who were working literally just on the other side of this pink insulated wall. And you might even be able to hear some of their equipment here from time to time.
I like it way better like this. Yeah, it's a lot more liminal. It's a sick chair. Guys, I'm gonna take a seat. Yikes. It's very creepy changing rooms. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, that's nasty, dude. Hey, little jumping spider. Go. There you go. This is crazy. This is so cool. This place is so ominous. They welded those doors shut. Ain't no going in and out of there. What's the inside there?
History gets murky in the years that followed Deauville's bankruptcy. After the disappearance of the Deauville Corporation, the mall's name was changed for a short time in 1989 to the Spring Village Center. By then the mall was over 90% vacant, and Anchor's Federated Electronics, along with Designer Depot, had both closed in 1987. It's possible that the only few remaining tenants at this time were scattered in the food court and surrounding area. The rest of the mall was completely dead. Deauville's short-lived dream was over. In 1994, the last interior inline tenant closed, and the mall was officially closed for good. While portions of the building have been repurposed into exterior retail and businesses, and other parts are currently being transformed, a majority of the mall still sits abandoned over 30 years later. The lights and some of the neons still burn softly, as if trying to call back to, trying to even remember, that very brief window you could call this mall's golden years. You can almost read the labels card this one too. I don't know what that is. It's kind of hard to read. Look at that. Now we're going to take a quick break from the main mall structure itself to venture into the back rooms and find one of the original main entrances, which in its later years was converted into some other kind of facility before closing altogether. Just beyond this wood wall, the stores would have continued, but now all that's left of it all is a pale yellowish entrance with smoked windows. Let's go find it. There's a lot of sounds coming from in there. And I have to shoot this flashlight over. Oh yeah.
It's all drippy back here. That's not good. What? Oh my gosh.
These lines say houseworks on them.
Wow. That's crazy, dude. They're still here just covered in rust.
Children, youth.
All of this stuff is from like the 80s,
Yeah.
90s. Oh, this is that store we were trying to figure out. Discount dugout. That was that one that I was trying to figure out. They have a bunch of bags.
Little building shelves.
Yeah. Ew. I hate spider webs, bro. My biggest op.
This is cool. This was actually made that way. A catcher's baseball glove fan.
Dude, that's so sick. I've never seen something like that
I
before.
haven't either. But that just tells you how old this place is.
No, and the things are a little
Flip it over?
bats. Yeah.
See what it looks like?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully I don't break it.
Shatters. Oh, look at the bats. They got little designs.
Oh yeah.
That is sick,
Oh wait,
dude.
look, this spins. Watch. It's meant to spin. Oh, it says something on there. Adam needs repair.
Wonder if Adam ever got around to that. I don't think so. Thank you. Taking one for the team. I want to be able to make it 3 feet in here. Oh, it's one of those, it's one of those city maps. I used to have one of those when I was a kid. Oh, there's a light coming from over there.
Yeah, it's one of the old mall entrances.
Wow. Whoa.
You see the murals?
Yeah. Oh, those are cool.
Old famous bodybuilders.
Oh wow, they got a lot of really cool murals. Oh, this place is huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big. And it's larger over here.
Oh god, that's creepy.
Lowe's Theaters was taken over by AMC in 2005 and rebranded the AMC Spring 10. The theaters would stay open despite the strange location and dilapidated retail nearby, even completing a renovation in 2015, which redid the entire entry parking lot with new trees, added new seating and sound systems, and just revamped the theater all round. It continues to operate today. As of releasing this video in January of 2026, Spring Deauville is still just sitting there. 32 years later, tucked off I-45, thousands pass it every day without ever recalling what the structure once was. Inside, much of it remains vacant and rotting. The neon Houston skyline still hung, slowly falling apart along with the rest of the building. How long until the entire mall is gutted and turned into offices or warehouse space? Your guess is as good as mine, really. I mean, it's been sitting here this long. Maybe it really will end up like another Dixie Square, abandoned for another decade. I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, that. Wow. Yeah, that is super creepy.
After enough stumbling through the darkness and spiderwebs, we finally found our way to what had once been one of the mall's main entrances.
By this point, it had clearly been converted into some kind of gym, though even that reuse has long since been abandoned. The tinted entrance doors now sat like ghostly reminders of the mall's past, still standing but completely out of place, silent, sealed off, and frozen in time. Folks, as we head out here today, I just wanted to take a moment and thank those of you that stuck around until the very end. Deauville Spring was such a fascinating and important story to tell. If you enjoyed Deauville Mall just as much as me, hit that like button to help the video out, and if you don't want to miss out on future episodes, subscribe for weekly adventures. Next week we'll be back again, this time in rural Alabama, finally going back to my roots and checking out, for the first time in like 10 episodes, a good old-fashioned dead mall. That's right, not abandoned, not gutted, just a good old-fashioned, normal, dead mall to take us back to our roots. This one in particular once held a fountain in the center court along with dozens of stores. However, now most of these stores are all gone, and the mall just whittles away day by day into being forgotten. Guess which mall we'll be at, and I'll shout you out in the next episode. But until then, this has been Spring Deauville, and that wraps up Houston again. I already can't wait to come back down again. But until I see y'all then, have yourselves a lovely evening, and peace out, you guys. See you later.